Can I tell you that Satan does not have power over you, but his best tool is to confuse you in your identity. He tells you that you are not what God said you are, and he tells you that God is not what he said he is. That's exactly what he did with Eve when he came to Eve in the Garden of Eden. Hey family, I am so glad that you took a little time to check out this video, and I just wanted to do this video to first say thank you so much. I have received many of your messages, many of encouraging messages, many of the messages that literally shows that you guys have welcomed this book, Engineered to Make a Difference. I have people buying it already. I have people who have already finished reading it. I was impressed, amazed. In 1 week, people had already finished the book. It's a small book. It has questions in it that you ought to be responding. And I have in each chapter many of my mentors, many of pastors who have been able to go deeper in that topic so that you will know something. I have people like Pastor Shay Sumlin, Pastor DJ Kreiner, Pastor Keith Jasmine, Pastor Will Stoll. I have people like Pastor Paul Banian, Pastor Larry Powell, Pastor Angelos Wilson, Pastor Steve Williams. So many people. I have businessmen that have been able to participate in this book. The purpose of this book is for you to be successful. Not only just you to be successful in your life, your children to be successful, and your grandkids to be successful. I do believe that God has created you for success and lasting significance. I believe that God engineered you to make a difference. Why? Because can you imagine that I slept on the floor? Can you imagine that I was this kid who everyone knew that I would not amount to anything? And if I stand here today sharing my story in this book, it's because I know God did it for me, and because he did it for me, I know he is already doing it for you. But you have to answer some of the questions. Listen, I have received a lot of your questions. One of them was to know if this book is only for people that know God and believe in God. My answer to you is no. If you actually don't believe in God, it is a win-win for you. Why? If you don't believe in God and you go through this book, you read my story and you read my take on what God has done for me, and you also read the take of these mentors, business people, and pastors that have written in each chapter of this book. If you read all of that and you still can come up with the conclusion that God does not exist, then you won your bet. But if you truly read this book and you let this book read you back and speak to you, you answer to each question that is in this book, I guarantee you that you will find out that there is a God who has been working already on your behalf. So not only it is a win for you that you will discover God and give your life to God, but it will also be a double win because you will discover your purpose, without which you can't do anything. If you do not know the why, then the how will be difficult for you to figure out. When you know why you're here, then how you make it there becomes so much easier. There is a saying that if you do not stand for something, you will fall for anything. I don't want you to fall for anything. That's the reason why you ought to stand for something. Can I just tell you that all of us are struggling with our identity? I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what are some of the issues that you are facing. But one thing I know is we all struggle with our identity, and only God can reveal to us who we are. But he does it progressively. But what Satan always does, he messes with us. Can I tell you that Satan does not have power over you, but his best tool is to confuse you in your identity. He tells you that you are not what God said you are, and he tells you that God is not what he said he is. That's exactly what he did with Eve. When he came to Eve in the Garden of Eden, Satan asked this question to Eve: did God tell you not to eat of this fruit? God does not just want you to be like him. That's the reason why he doesn't want you to eat of this fruit. If you eat of this fruit, you will be like God. What he was trying to tell Eve is that God is not who he said he is. He's not a loving God. He's not a God that loves you. He's not a God that wants the best for you. His identity is not true. Therefore, your identity is also not true. That you are not enough. If you eat of this fruit, then you will be enough. And this is a lie. That's why Satan is the father of lies, because everything he says is lie. You are what God say that you are, and God is a good, loving God. When you identify who you are, when you know your identity, then you know the purpose of your life. When you know the purpose of your life, you know exactly what it is that you need to do. So here's the thing. I have gotten a lot of requests. Some of them was for me to post a video every week. This is a tough commitment to take, but I'm willing to go this direction with you. They want me to answer to the questions that you have as you read the book. And so I am willing to do that. I am willing to dive in. I know I have a lot to do. I'm just not going to lie to you. Not only I have a family to take care of, I have a full-time job as a licensed mechanical engineer, and I have ministry not only here but also in the Congo. But I want to take the time to answer your question to know who God created you to be. I want to hear your story. So please take the time to share your story with me, and we're going to work together as you're reading this book, going chapter by chapter, line by line. We are going to answer some of these questions so that we can be on the same page. But there is few things that I need to ask you. Yes, I'm trying my best to commit to this video, to this podcast every single week, but I need to ask you for something. Number one, would you please like this video and every other video where we talked about the book, especially the book trailer? Would you like that video and share it with someone? Because here's the problem with us Christians. We share about everything, every video, especially if someone is dancing well or saying some crazy stuff. We share that for the world to watch. But when it comes down to the things of God, we just like, or sometimes we just watch and we say amen and then we move on. But I would like for you to take the time to like this video, but also take the time to share this video. Share the book trailer. And if you have not watched it, it's going to be on your page as we are watching this, so that you can be able to watch it and share it with someone else. Like our Facebook page, Engineer to Make a Difference. Go to our YouTube channel. It has my name, Fredy Tshibanda, or you can look out Engineer to Make a Difference. You will see the channel. I will be posting there regularly every week so that you can have an answer to your question. But last but not least, would you pray for this? Would you pray for this idea of us working together, answering questions? Would you pray that God would guide us and touch our heart? Would you be willing to share your story with me? Reach out to me, share some of your stories. You can send me an email. You can go to our website, engineertomakeadifference.info, and send me your message. Send me your email. You can email me on Facebook, or you can leave a comment on any of these videos. I will capture these comments. I will capture these messages, and I will work on them, and I will answer you on the next video. But of course, I will keep your name out if you want your name out, but I will definitely share the questions that you brought to me so that someone else who may also have the same question may be blessed by this. Listen, I am excited to go through this book, Engineer to Make a Difference, with you. I know that God will use this book in order for you and I to be blessed in this experience. And I know that you will be successful, and you will be significant, and you will be able to impact the world, and books will be written about the things that you have been able to do. Hey, thank you so much. Listen, like this page again, like this video, share this video, let someone know about what we were going to be doing all together, and share your ideas and share your question and your comment so that we can be able to work together to make this thing happen. Thank you so much. God bless you.